Hello, everyone. Many of you are preparing for the competitive examination. I'm quite sure about it. As the university examination is knocking at the door, and after the completion of the examination, definitely you will be appearing for different kind of competitive examination. If I'm talking about the examination for the students of IT, they will be definitely hitting the examination or targeting the examination like NQT, TCS, your WILP, your Ignite. And for the management students, yeah, of course, they're targeting CAT, yeah, MAT, yeah, CMAT, and all these things. Now, the problem begins when you are going to face the verbal ability section. If I'm saying that English section, yes, you are facing a lot of difficulties over there. Because most of the time I'm getting the request कि verbal analogy जो होता है इस section में सर बहुत दिक्कत होता है. We are not able to identify the relationship between the words. So how could I solve the problems which are appearing in the question papers related to verbal analogy? But I am quite sure that after watching this video, definitely you will be in a better position, that you will get a fair idea that what is verbal analogy and what should be our approach. With today's video, you people will be practicing with me, and I will let you know that what are the ways by which, what are the tips by which you can easily get the correct answer. So I'm Nilanjan Bose, a professor of CIMAGE College, and this time I'm going to present an interesting video regarding verbal analogy section, which is an integral part of the verbal ability section in the question paper. If we are talking about the examination like NQT, TCS, CAT, या WILP, या MAT, या CMAT, whatever you talk about. What we are going to do today, that we will be discussing a few tips along with the examples, and we'll be practicing a few questions so that you will have a fair idea that what should be your approach and how you are going to solve it. और इस वीडियो के अंत में आप जरूर बोलिएगा, yes, it's a guarantee from my side that अब verbal analogy हुआ बहुत आसान. Before starting the video, I'd like to tell you that what is verbal analogy actually. एक होता क्या है, पहले इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा हम लोग जानकारी रखते हैं. बेसिकली ये इंग्लिश में अगर वर्बल एनालॉजी की बात हम लोग करें, it is just going to test your ability to identify the relationship between the words, pairing of words. So one pair of words will be related to other pair of words in such a way that you will have to get some idea that in which way they are correlated. Either it will be synonyms or the antonyms. So without wasting time, let's get started today's session. And my dear students, watch the video till the end so that you will get a fair bit of idea that what should be your approach and how easily or how quickly you are going to solve out the questions. So let us talk about the tips first, then I will move to the examples later on. So the first tips that I'm going to share with you, and that is try to determine the relationship between the first pair of words. Look, the questions will be presented in such a way that there will be pair of words. First pair of words में आपको ध्यान देना होगा that what should be the relationship. पहले आपको ये जानने की कोशिश करना होगा whether the words are having similar meaning or they're related to the in the form of antonyms, yeah, the opposite words. ये काम अगर आप कर लोगे ना, तो आई कैन गिव यू गारंटी अबाउट दैट द सेकंड पेयर ऑफ वर्ड्स को आसानी से आप डिटेक्ट कर पाओगे दैट क्या आंसर आपका होना है. Because everything depends on the relationship which you are going to establish between the first pair of words. This is the first tips. Talking about the second one, read the analogy problems as sentences, even if they are not actually written that way. आपको क्वेश्चन में जो फॉर्मेट होगा ना, the two pair of words will be presented in the form of ratio. For example, big is to small. So they will not be presented in the form of sentences, but actually you should consider it in the form of sentence. Why? Because it is going to give you a fair bit of idea that what is the actual meaning of the words and how they are correlated with each other. Talking about the third tips, read all of the answer choices first before making a decision. डिसीजन बनाने से पहले आपको देखना होगा, आंसर ऑप्शन में जाओ और वहां पे आप देख लीजिए कि हाउ दे आर रिलेटेड, because it is going to play a really important role while you are going towards the selection of the answers. And last tips, what is more important, eliminate any pairs in answers that do not have a similar type of relationship. It will be easier for you. Look, many times it happens that you do not have the idea of the meaning of the words in the pairing words. So in that case, what you are supposed to do, if you guess it out, then you straight away you go to the options and you start eliminating the options which not have the similar kind of relationship as you think. So it will minimize. It will minimize the chances of getting the wrong answers. Rather, on the other hand, if we say that, it will be very nearing to the correct answer. So it will be easier for you to identify that what should be the correct answer or the correct options. So, students, these are the tips which you can adopt while you are solving out the questions related to verbal analogy. But इस tips के साथ खाली इस tips को जानने से ही काम नहीं बनता है. Now let us practice a few questions so that I can give you some idea कि किस तरह से इस tips के जरिए हम लोग question को solve कर सकते हैं. तो चलिए, let us move to question number 1 and 2, and you will be definitely enjoying the session. I can give you guarantee about it because we are going to solve out a few questions and which will give you a fair bit of idea that how we will solve the questions as quickly as possible. So without wasting time, let us move to the question section. So here comes the first question, and it is written as you see that accurate is to precise, then sad is to what? Now, first, what you are supposed to do, आपको पहला काम क्या करना होगा? You have to find out the relationship between the words like accurate and precise. Accurate मतलब एकदम सटीक, और precise almost same meaning. Those words are synonymously related. For accurate, the synonym is precise. Now, what should be the synonymous word for sad? सैड के लिए और क्या सिनोनिमस वर्ड आप फाइंड आउट कर सकते हो? इट कैन बी ग्लूमी, इट कैन बी मोरोज, it can be many any word which does have a relationship with the word like sad. But in the question paper, you can be quite sure, you must be sure that the answer options will be given to you for your selection. But what I'm trying to say that you should how you will correlate, because the first pair of words are synonymously related. So the second one, it also demands the synonyms. Going through the option, you will select the correct option, and that option will be related to the synonym of the word like sad. Moving to the second one. It is written that laconic is to pithy, then sedulous is to what? Yes, you can find a lot of difficulty regarding these kind of words. What are the meaning of the words? You can be confused about it. But that's why I'm saying it depends on your regular practice, because you need to enhance your vocabulary. I'm just going to tell you that laconic means very brief. Laconic matlab hota hai bahut short ya brief. And pithy also, this is the word which also indicates the meaning of laconic. That is the synonymous relationship over there. So in the first pair of words. So what you are supposed to do, you have to apply the another synonym. You have to find out another synonym for the word sedulous. Now, what is that? What is that word sedulous mean? What does this word sedulous mean? So sedulous means hardworking. So you can easily find out your option. Out of the 4 options, your 5 options, whatever will be given to you, you have to select the synonymous word of sedulous. And obviously, obvious choice, it can be hardworking, it can be painstaking. And once again, I am trying to say you that you need to enhance your vocabulary, because you are never going to be sure about that what kind of options are going to be provided to you. Right? So these are the 2 questions by which I have tried to give you some idea that what should be your approach. नाउ यहीं पे हम रुकेंगे नहीं, और कुछ क्वेश्चन को आइए हम लोग सॉल्व कर लेते हैं, ताकि और आपका कॉन्सेप्ट जो है. Now, the second word that is astounding is to amazing. If we are saying that astounding performance, it will be equal to amazing performance. अगर हम लोग किसी का performance देख के बोलते हैं बहुत शानदार, बहुत आश्चर्यजनक, मतलब it was beyond expectation, marvelous, outstanding. So in that way, amazing word is also supporting the first word. So astounding is to amazing. Once again, we are having the synonymous relationship. So what you are going to do in the second pair of words, penurious, it means poor. तो penurious का मतलब होता है गरीब, तो उसके साथ और एक वर्ड आपको उसका सिनोनिमस वर्ड ढूंढना होगा. Out of the 4 options, 3 options, as I have already told you, that whatever options will be provided in the question paper, you have to select the correct one, and that should be the synonymous word of penurious, and it should be poor. It can be pauper, right? Moving to question number 4. Mammoth is to tiny. Mammoth is to tiny. Now, what is the meaning of mammoth? Mammoth मतलब होता है massive. Mammoth मतलब होता है huge. And just opposite meaning is tiny. So it means बहुत short, बहुत छोटा, बहुत small. Now, what is the meaning of mordant? Mordant मतलब होता है basically sarcastic. Mordant मतलब होता है caustic. Modern मतलब होता है acerbic. So you have to find out the opposite word of modern. Now in that case, what should be the opposite one? I'm just giving you some idea that what will be the meaning of modern. I have already told you that modern means caustic. Now you have to tell that what is the synonymous or what is the antonym or the opposite word of modern. Now you have to decide out of the four options that what should be the opposite of modern. Out of the four, yeah, three, whatever options will be given to you. Your correct answer will be, what should be the correct answer? It should be uncritical. If you are talking about the word like modern, it means sometimes it seems to be critical. So its opposite will be uncritical, right? So out of the four options, yeah, three options, you have to find out the word, the opposite of modern, and it should be uncritical. So in that way, you can correlate because the first pair of words are related to opposite words. Yeah, antonym relationship is there. So the second pair, modern, is to, it should be uncritical because you have to find out the opposite one. Let us move to 5 and 6, number 5 and 6 questions. Here comes question number 5. Divine is to infernal. Now, my dear students, what is the meaning of divine? Divine मतलब होता है heavenly, स्वर्गीय, स्वर्ग जैसा. So divine means heavenly and infernal, that is hellish. Just opposite. तो स्वर्ग का opposite तो नरक होता है, as you all know. So divine is to infernal. Once again, we are having the antonym relationship. The opposite words are there. Now, in the second pair, atrocious, it means very much merciless. Atrocious मतलब merciless. तो इसका opposite क्या होगा? It can be merciful, it can be kind, as simple as it. Now you are getting a lot of ideas that what should be your approach and how you can easily move on. So divine is to infernal, opposite, and atrocious is to kind. Once again, opposite relationship we are having. Let us move to the last question of today. That is, soothing is to pacifying. Once again, both the words are similar. It means that it is in a synonymous relationship. Soothing matlab bhi hota hai pacifying. So now if you move on, you will find the word like obnoxious. Now, obnoxious means what? ऑब्नॉक्शियस का और एक सिनोनिमस वर्ड आपको ढूंढना होगा ना, तो ऑब्नॉक्शियस का और एक सिनोनिमस वर्ड क्या हो सकता है? इट कैन बी हीनस, HEINOUS, हीनस. So obnoxious can be equivalent to heinous. Now that can be your word as well. So in that way, we can easily move on and we can easily find out that what should be the relationship between these two words, right? So now, after watching this video, I am quite sure that yes, you can easily identify that what should be the correct answer, what should be your answer choice. As the options will be given to you in the question paper, it will be easier for you to find out, or you can adopt to different kind of technique. First of all, if you are quite sure that what kind of relationship in between with the first pair of words, the second pair of words, the same relationship is going to be implemented. And if you get the idea of the words which are the part of the first pair of words, then you should go for the elimination choice. Matlab, you need to eliminate the answer and or the option which is nowhere near to that particular word, because already you have come to know, आपको तो पता चल गया फर्स्ट दोनों पेयर के फर्स्ट दोनों वर्ड्स के बीच में रिलेशनशिप क्या है. तो जो वर्ड जो सेकंड वर्ड है, अगर if it is a synonym, you should go for the synonymous word, and if it is opposite, then you have to identify the opposite one. In that way you should proceed. So, my dear students, I have tried my level best to give you some idea regarding these words here. This section that is known as, this section is known as verbal analogy. And in this particular section, there are certain words which are correlated with each other in either in synonymous relationship or opposite. Accordingly, you need to identify the second pair of words. So from the perspective of competitive examination, I think this video is going to be really beneficial for you. Many of you will must have got the fair idea that what should be your approach regarding verbal analogy section. Now you just get rid of your fear. You should practice as much as possible so that you have a strong grip over this section. Look, once you enhance your vocab, everything will be easier for you. So that's all from my side today. For you in the coming videos, I'll be presenting more questions related to important topics. Those are going to be the part of your competitive examination. Keep on practicing. You will definitely come off with flying colors. All the best wishes to you. Thank you so much for watching this video.